What's good, everybody? Back here with another video on my channel, Jake Snipes. The weekend is finally here, man. We have a lot of stuff going on. We got baseball, we got NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs. Obviously, I'm doing my best to put on a brave face after the ass whooping we got last night. The Nuggets, man, we got smacked. We didn't show up. We just can't beat them without Aaron Gordon or Peyton Watson, but I mean, what are you going to do? You know, when Nuggets are always going to be injured every year in the playoffs. It's just how the team is. I don't know what's going on, but it's all right. Series isn't over. It's only 2-1. Still a lot of games left. I think we got this. Our picks yesterday, we went 2-2. Jonathan Kuminga turned into his old teammate Steph Curry and he went over 1.5 threes, and we chose his under. The two games that we chose for the Nuggets, they hit. Bruce Brown over 5.5. Dante DiVincenzo over 2.5 3-point makes. He finished with 3. So we did go 2-2 on the day, but I think we're gonna go 4-0 tonight. I like the 3-game slate that we have. I have 4 picks I absolutely love, and they look solid to me. But before I share them, I'm gonna have you guys look at some of these baseball insights. A lot of good games going on. Some great odds, some great data behind them. Pause the video, take screenshots, do what you gotta do, make your own slip out of it from whatever sportsbook you love. Obviously, we love Better over here. Shout out to Better for making me an affiliate. But there you go, and let's get right into the 4 picks. With the first pick, we're gonna take Jabari Smith Jr. over 14.5 points. Now this line is hit in 9 out of his last 10 games, where he's averaging almost 18. And in the first 2 games of the playoff, he cleared this. He got 18 last game and 16 the game before that. And honestly, he's not shooting the best. He's only shooting 43% from the field. You see right here. He is shooting 40% from the 3, which is elite. But he's just getting too many minutes to not hit this mark. I mean, game 2, he played 39. Game 1, he played 43. The Rockets are just struggling, and they don't have much of a bench to go to. So they have to rely heavy on their starters. And also, they're going back home today. Game 1 and 2 were in LA. Game 3 today is in Houston, so they're going to get that home court boost, which they desperately need. And I just think he's going to get the minutes. He has the volume, 14 shot attempts, home crowd boost. And I think the Lakers are due for a loss. I think they've been kind of overachieving, in my opinion. Jabari Smith has exceeded 14.5 points in 9 out of his last 11 games at home, where, like I said, he's averaging almost 18 a game. So we love that line. And obviously, the Lakers, they're ranked 22nd in points allowed versus power forwards. They're pretty good overall, but not against power forwards. All right, so I really love this line, especially the cushion between the 18 and 14.5. So this is going to be our first pick. With our second pick, we're going to take Deni Avdija over 23.5 points. Now, we took him in game 2, and he did only score 14 points. But Wemby is not playing today. He's out with concussion. Hopefully, he has a speedy recovery. And most of Denny's points that he scores are in transition, getting to the rack, getting to the free throw line. And that's going to be easy to do now that Wemby's not there to protect the rim. And this line is hit 80% of his last 10 games, where he's averaging between 27 and 28. Game 1, he had 30, so he had a good game there. And that was with Wemby. But like I said, Wemby's just not going to be there to protect the paint. He's shooting over 50% from the field. He's not a great three-point shooter, but like I said, that's not really where he gets most of his points from. He gets 9 free throw attempts a game. That's a lot. That's where he does most of his damage. Is getting to the rack, getting fouled, getting some and ones. And he's great in transition. He's like a one-man fast break. He's a really good player. And I'm glad people are finally getting to see him, because Portland doesn't get a lot of nationally televised games. But that's going off on a tangent. It says here, Deni Avdija has exceeded 23.5 points in 8 of his last 9 games, where he's averaging over 28. So nice cushion between 23.5. And just the fact Wemby not being there, I think he's going to clear this line pretty easy. So this is going to be our second pick. With our third pick, we're going to take Paul George under 5.5 rebounds. And this line has hit in 9 of his last 10 games, where he's averaging between 4 and 5. 75% in his last 20 games. And we have a 100% hit rate against the Celtics, who are one of the better rebounding teams. If you see the 2 times he played him this season, he only got 4. And, sorry about that. Let me go back. So the Celtics, they're one of the better rebounding teams, especially, so they're 6th overall. But if you go against power forwards, which Paul George is, they're ranked 3rd. They allow the 3rd least in the league. So that's a great matchup. And plus, he's playing alongside Andre Drummond, who's an elite rebounder. He's an all-time rebounder, honestly. VJ Edgecombe is getting double-digit rebounds. You got Bona in there, the workhorse, the backup center. He's been playing awesome for him. So the ball's just not bouncing his way, and he's got great rebounders around him, and he's playing against a great rebounding team. Paul George has just failed to exceed 5.5 rebounds in 8 straight games, where he's averaging between 4 and 5. So I think this is going to be an easy under. I expect a good game today. It's going to be an exciting game 3 between this team. It's been an excellent series so far. This is going to be our 3rd pick. Now, before I share my last pick here with you guys today, I want to remind everybody, sign up for better using my promo code SNIPES. Using my promo code will give you 2 no sweat entries up to $200 in bonus cash. So $100 a piece, either you win or you get all your money back. You don't lose in this situation. Take advantage of the offer. Sign up for better using my promo code SNIPES. I'll have the link down below in the description, and good luck. Now, that being said, I'm going to share my last pick here that I love, where we're going to take Jason Tatum over 5.5 assists. Now, I just feel like this line is way too low. This is hitting 8 out of his last 10 games, where he's averaging between 7 or 8 a game. And he's been playing point guard a lot. He's been initiating the offense for the Celtics in the playoffs. You see, the last game he had 9. Game 1 he had 7. And he's going against a great matchup against Philly, who are ranked 22nd in assists allowed. They're middle of the pack for power forwards, but Jason Tatum doesn't play power forward really. He plays more like the point guard ever since he's been back from injury. And coming off injury, he's averaging 35 minutes a game, which is ridiculous. Game 2 he had 39. Game 1 he recorded 32 minutes a game. Sorry, and I think he's gonna have to play a little more than that because Sixers are coming off a win, and now they're back in Philly, so they're gonna need a better effort from that. Jason Tatum has exceeded 5.5 assists in 7 of his last 8 games, where he's averaging basically 8 a game. So good matchup, and just the way he initiates the offense, I just feel like 5.5 is too low. It did open up at 6.5. I don't know if I like that so much. 5.5 I'm comfortable with, but just pay attention to the line from the sports book, and I really love these odds from all. They all agree that 5.5 is over 5.5 is achievable and probably most likely going to happen. And this is going to be our 4th pick. And I don't know about you guys, but this looks like a 4-0 stake to me. I'm really excited for the games tonight. I'm really excited for a good Friday. We got the weekend here. I hope everybody has a good weekend. Spend time with your loved ones. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.